Yo. We back up in here once again. Cowboys didn't look too good, huh? Well, at least two sides of the ball didn't look good, right? I've seen some good things from one side of the ball, but other than that, it was just a show. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shoot. Is it you didn't prepare? Is it you didn't care? Or is it Washington? To me, I think it was all three. If I'm being honest with you, I think it was all three. Hold on. Chapman. I think it was all three, y'all. That was horrible, though. It's like if you're going to play that game to get something accomplished, then play the game. You know what I'm saying? What you out there for? Risking your health, risking injury, and you went out there balling. Like, that was pointless to me. Like, because you remember, man, weeks ago, man, I said that, to be honest with you, after Tennessee, we shouldn't even play this game. But then the reason why I was for playing this game early in this week is because I see what could potentially come from that, right? You know, of getting that division. But, man, soon as you found out that the Giants wasn't going to be playing their boys like that, shoot, this should have been like, man, forget all that. You know? Now, I understand who needed to play, right? We knew that left side of that offensive line needed to play to try to get some continuity, right? We needed that. We know that Gallup needed to get some in, right? We know that we needed to see something from the corners. But other than that, that was just pretty much just meant. That was just for what? Oh, man, Rich. They play like that, Rich. If they play like that against Tampa, Rich, it's an embarrassment, and they will get embarrassed, right? To me, I'm gonna be honest with you, because I'm gonna be honest with you, Tampa, right? There's no way we should lose to Tampa. I'm gonna be real with you, right? I understand what happened the first game. I understand how we look today, but to be honest with you, from what this team can do and what Tampa can do and what Tampa has done and what this team has done, there's no way that they should lose to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. However, we understand that teams who should win don't win all the time, right? We understand that it's any given Sunday, right? It's win or go home, right? So if you don't have it that day, you will go home, right? See, one thing for sure, we know that the Cowboys can play with anybody, but not playing like that, though. But we know the Cowboys can play with anybody. I mean, I'm looking at this team. I'm like, y'all just had to been chilling and didn't have to take this game serious. Like, there's no way that with any effort, right, an offense can look that horrible. There's no way. She like, hey, Hula, she like B Simone, thinking that she may be clean on social media, but all reality, she ain't washed down low. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't even gonna lie, like, I ain't even gonna lie, Rich, like, I was encouraged some by the defense, and I wrote that down, and I'm gonna tell you why. Right? I'm gonna tell you why. Because one, right, not counting the fourth quarter, I was encouraged by how they played against the run. Right? I was encouraged that even though the offense was putting them in some horrible positions that they had 2 drives in a row where they didn't give up points. One was a field goal, one was a turnover, right? The first one, hey, I wouldn't expect, for what's his name, man? Damn. My LSU linebacker, man. Damn, what Damone, I wouldn't expect for him to go ahead and be able to carry Scary Terry, like that, So that was, I guess you could say that was good play call. But oh my God, bad play calling from the offense, bad execution from the play. That's just like, why would you show up? Right? You should have just went in this game with Cooper Rush and just say, hey, offensive line, you don't need Dak to go ahead and get some continuity in. Why even play this game? You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, for sure. For sure it was embarrassing. It's like, let me bro, when I seen that statistic that they showed at the game, let me read that to y'all real quick, man. When I seen that at the end of the game, bro, I was like, yo, did I'm like, I never knew that was possible. Other than if your quarterback was named Nathan Peterman, I didn't know that my franchise quarterback can possibly do something like that, bro. When they said that boy Dak Prescott threw 14 times for they threw 37 times for 14 completions, and you only got sacked one time though, bro. I'm like, whoa, bro, how is that possible? How is that possible that even on your worst day, your 40 million quarterback, right, 14 for 37, bro? What was going on? Rich, I had to take a deep breath on that one. Rich, that might have been Rich. Coaching might have a lot to do with that as well, Rich. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't even gonna lie, Rich. I ain't even gonna lie. That might have had a lot to do with it right there. Right? I don't know what was being said, but I know listening, because sometimes, right, I'll listen to 105.3 The Fan and like get like, like the temperature, right? Sometimes because you can tell by certain remarks the temperature, right? Just like with the J. Ron Kerr situation, right? We knew that the temperature was rising. We know the temperature, they was fuming, right? Off of the performance that they have had, right? So we knew that, hey, regardless of the outcome, there was going to be some intensity by it, which led to that Philly game. But listening to like, McCarthy, listening to I'm like, man, is they really going to apply themselves this game? Because man, if they was going to come in, see, if I knew my team wasn't going to be prepared, I'd have just be like, yo, at the end of I would have pulled the plug. Because what was it, Greg Olson? He said it best. He said, at what point do you realize, like, is it worth it? Right? Is putting them out there, you ain't get nothing established. At what point do you realize when you gonna put these boys on the shelf? Right? Because we already know we would have been highly upset if something was to happen to one of our key guys in a meaningless game and in a game where ain't nothing was being established. When I mean nothing, bro, I haven't seen a game like that in a while. Even in the game where backups was playing, even in the game, like I wouldn't even say that was a preseason game, bro, because I've seen preseason with better execution than that. Oh, we're gonna talk about that, Rich. Oh, we're gonna talk about that, Rich. Oh yeah, I wrote that down. I wrote that as my key. I'm gonna tell you something. So I'm watching the game, right? Normally I'm into the game, but it's like after every drive, after every huge play, whether it was positive or negative, I would just chill and just sit back and just think about how is this going to translate? How is this going to affect the next game, right? I would catch myself sometimes, man, be thinking about the playoffs, right? and it'd be a first down play, and then I look up and it's third down. That's how much that I was caught up in a trance of thinking, like, yo, right? See, people be like momentum, 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 right? So I look at it like this, right? Yes, you will want to be playing your best ball. Yes, you will want some type of momentum, or at least believe, right? I believe Michael Irvin said that on 105.3 The Fan this week, right? But this is my thing, right? How many times have we went with that? Let's go have momentum going into the playoffs. You know, when we go ahead and go against the Giants and Cole Beasley go ahead and make that excellent catch in the end zone and we win, but then we ended up being one and done. So how much momentum really does play a part in this situation, right? I believe it's like this. It's either your team is good enough or it's not. Either you're gonna believe or you're not. Because if y'all remember, I made quite a few times a point of reference with the Colts in that championship when they had Dwight Freeney and Robert Mathis and Peyton Manning, right? How they was so horrible, right, against the run, but all of a sudden it just clicked, right? They just, hey, we know we got to, hey, they just, I don't know what it was, but it just clicked. And they were just playing excellent. And they won that bowl, right? Dwight Freeney messed around and hit you with that spin, boom, making big plays, right? We all know that Dwight Freeney and Robert Mathis thing, we know that combo was beautiful, right? So, but at what point, right, momentum or not, do this team think, all right, is we good enough, right? No matter what happened, no matter if we gave up 10,000 yards passing, 10,000 yards rushing, are we good enough? Do you believe that you can do you believe that you can beat Brady? It don't matter how good you are. If you don't believe that you can get it done, as Michael Irvin said earlier this week, it don't matter. See, one thing for sure, I know with good teams, me being a part of good teams, hey, when we did good, when we went far, it's because we believed, right? It wasn't maybe if this can happen. No, we believed that we was gonna get it done. We had confidence we was gonna get it done, and we actually put the effort to get it done. So it just comes a point in the time, right? Where the Dallas Cowboys, man, we ain't did nothing in 20-some years. And I know a lot of y'all is pissed off. I know a lot of y'all may be discouraged off of this game. But it just comes in a point in the time, right? Do we have the makeup? Do we believe we got what it takes? Right? As much as you know what I'm saying, this game is gonna be talked about. Oh, we didn't get momentum this week, yada yada yada. All that doesn't matter, right? Because now it's game time. Now it's win or go home. Now it's put up or shut up. We've been waiting, like Phil Collins said, we've been waiting for this moment. And the moment is here. This week is here. There's no more talking. You know, there's no more. Yes, we stunk it up this game. We stunk it up, and it looked bad, right? And we've seen some things that we're gonna talk about in a little bit that causes for concern, right? Such as cornerback. What's going on, T-Dub? So you already know. So it's like this, right? hey, y'all know I always put it out, but hey, I'm gonna have to put it straight up like this. Hey, Trayvon Mullen was getting cooked. I'm concerned. I'm officially concerned about this cornerback position. We're gonna start there real quick. I'm officially concerned about this cornerback position. I was thinking maybe we could wait on Trayvon, you know. I already knew that we couldn't wait on Deshaun, right? I already knew that. Even though I acknowledged that, hey, even though Deshaun Wright was getting cooked, it still was a whole lot better than Kelvin Joseph, right? But Trayvon Mullen getting cooked, Deshaun getting cooked, Kelvin Joseph getting cooked. There's a reason why we brought Xavier Rose in here. And this is why. Bro, it's like, and the cool thing about it is, even with Anthony Brown, even though Anthony Brown makes a whole lot there, even with Anthony, it seems like your corners is kind of getting beat in the same way. Right. Anthony Brown, hey, as much as we love to hate on Anthony Brown show make you appreciate. What that song? I'm really feeling unappreciated. You're taking AB for granted, baby. Hey, y'all done took that man for granted, man. We done took him for granted, man. You know, the ups and downs. But we know for sure where Anthony Brown, this wouldn't be happening. Hey, man. All right. Hey, look, I'm going to tell y'all like this. If Xavier Rhodes can't get it done, y'all, hey, we in trouble. We in trouble at that cornerback position. If for some reason this pass rush don't, you start seeing this spurts today, right? But if some reason this pass rush don't heat it up, and then we got to go ahead and roll with McKenzie, Nashawn, Molin. Ooh. And I don't want to hear about Molin ain't playing because Molin done got some tick this season. It ain't like Molin need a training camp. It ain't like, I don't want to hear none of that. Molin been ready. But I think the reason why he ain't been playing is because of this. A lot of it has to do with technique with some of these players. See, look, I'll break it down. Kelvin Joseph is on him. It ain't technique. It's his mind. It's just him. It's his will. Hey, it is what. Hey, he may be soft. Let's just be real. He may be soft. He may be soft mentally. That's just what it is, right? He got the talent, but he just probably soft. Nashawn Wright, he need more experience. Hey, body wise, hey, he just ain't built like that right now, right? Trayvon Mullen, maybe need some more coaching, right? Xavier Rhodes, he may be 52 years old right now. But hey, we're going to have to roll with our senior citizen at quarterback because we have no other options. AB gone, Lewis gone. We don't have that luxury no more. Something that you could have. See, I'm going to tell y'all like this, right? As I said in my video earlier this week, getting to the Super Bowl, you don't need elite corners. But you need cornerbacks that can be functional, right? And right now, other than Diggs, where are our functional corners at? I don't know if they're going to mess around and turn this thing around. But, and I'm talking about the cornerback position, but something's going to have to be fast. Xavier Rhodes going to have to be that answer. Hey, look, I don't care if Xavier Rhodes came 2 minutes ago. He need to start. He need to start. Bro, let me tell y'all something. Bro, you going against Mike Evans, Godwin and Gage, and Julio Jones. You have no time to be experimenting with inexperienced corners, with corners who is not getting the job. You do not have that time. You don't have that luxury. You will get cooked again in the same fashion. If you don't get no cornerbacks, who gonna step up? Smoke like Newports, T-Dub. Oh, man. Terminator, man. I'm waiting on Hankins to come back. LVE, will they make a difference? Yes, indeed. LVE will definitely make a huge difference. And when we go against a short passing game against Tampa, Hankins, he definitely gonna. Hey, I don't expect. Now I say I don't expect. Don't hold me to it. I don't expect the same result rushing wise that Tampa gave us as as what we will do this game, right? Now Tampa look like Tampa got healthy. They got worse back. Look like I think I seen Donovan back, and I seen a center back Jensen. So they back healthy. That offensive line, what is probably is better. Any better? I think it's better than what we better now than when we seen them. They got healthy, right? So hey, but it don't matter who we play though. You see that you're gonna get it done on what? If you're gonna be a championship team is gonna have to go ahead and overcome. It's gonna have to get over that mental. It's kind of like the Rams, right? How they was taking that 49er whooping, since Jesus was crucified. You've been taking that whooping since Jesus was crucified. Now all of a sudden they play them in the playoffs. They get over the hump. They get over the hump. They get over the hump. I'm concerned about the corners. D-line, hey, let Sam Williams loose. He peaking at the right time. He got that fire. He fresh. He ready to go. Let Sam Williams loose. Right? I'm gonna be real. Some of Dorrance Armstrong's rushing need to go to Sam Williams. I would want to see Sam Williams on one side, Lawrence on one side, and wherever you want to put Mark at when it's time to rush. All three of them need to be your go-getters. Them three, including Fowler, right? Include Fowler, right? You throw Fowler, you can't count Fowler out. But them three, though, that's your main guys that got to get it done as playoffs. That's your main guys. They have to get it done. They have to go get to the quarterback. Or, that Lawrence want to go ahead and make a nice little appearance on 105.3 The Fan every week. Well, I'm going to need you to go ahead and make an appearance in these playoff games every week now, right? I'm going to need you to go ahead and speak to that quarterback like you go speak to, I forget their names, man. I forgot their name. You know what I'm talking about. I'm going to need him to go ahead and speak to them. So, but like I said, today though, I was encouraged because the run defense wasn't bad today, all right? It wasn't bad because they had to go ahead and run the ball against us, right? They had to eliminate it, especially with a rookie quarterback. And I said in a post earlier this week, what's his name? How was their best quarterback on the roster? He just was inexperienced. Right? Because Patterson, he got some of that. I mean, yeah, it looked bad. 151. 41 carry for 151. But that was, to me, they was giving up chunks toward the end. It wasn't. Look, like I said, do we expect this run defense to be top 10? No. But do we expect them to be functional? Yes. So when the game was like in a matter where we were competing, the run defense was functional. But then, hey, as it wore down, and they like, hey, this game don't matter no more, then they started getting a little bit more chunks going on in, right? So that's just where it is when we come down to there. Right? But we can already get into this offense, though, right? But yeah, 41 carries for 151. Yeah, that's horrible. Right? If you look at it in a statistic point of view, that's horrible. The defense was able to touch this man 3 times, 3 sacks, right? They was able to bring him down, right? But this the cold thing though that you can say is concerning though, right? That I'll give y'all this. Why is a rookie quarterback throwing the ball less than 20 times? Right? He got 19 attempts. Part of that was early on with a short time defense, right? We was turning the ball over. They was come back. All you had to do about and they get in there, right? That was part of that. But 11 for 19, that's no good. We knew that, hey, if we're gonna have any chance of beating the Washington, whether it was a pointless game or not, he had to throw the ball more than 30 times. So let's ask this question. Why is they doing the formula that the Dallas Cowboys should be doing, right? Why is Dak Prescott got the ball 37 times? with 14 completions. That's pathetic. Let's get on this offense. Because I ain't gonna lie. This is where the frustration went, right? See, the defense was put on in certain situations that the offense, hey, right? See, one thing for sure with the defense, hey, they gonna give up yards, but what about the points? Right? That's the only thing that I care about with this defense. Bend but don't break. If they can bend but don't break, I'm fine with that, right? Is they gonna get ran on a little bit in the playoffs? Probably, y'all, right? That's been our identity the whole year. So we can't act like that's gonna change, right? Because you are who you are. Unless they have a Colts awakening, then we just gonna have to just accept the fact that this team's gonna give us some rushing yards, right? We gonna have to at least expect probably 100 yards rushing from a team, right? It'll be exceptional if this team don't give up 100 yards rushing. But we just gonna have to accept the fact it's gonna be 100 plus. Giving up, that's just what it is, y'all. That's just what it is. But this is what's concerning, though, right? 27 carries for 64 yards. I don't care how good Washington is. I don't care how good Washington is when it comes down to they D line. Bro, 27 carries for 2.4 yards on the average. Ezekiel Elliott 8 carries for 10 yards. Tony Pollard 7 carries for 19 yards. And then anything that probably allowed for this thing to be 2.4 is Malik Davis at the end. Dak 6 for 16. Horrible. Now that's horrible. That's concerning. I'm more concerned, y'all, with this offense, right? We talk about the Dak Prescott interception thing. That's concerning, right? It's an every week occurrence now. Let me tell y'all this. This is what I wrote down as well. If you're going to win in the playoffs, you got to get back to the Cooper Rush formula. As much as we love Dak being aggressive and being a playmaker, look, we can't have this. We can't have 14 for 37. Bro, you almost threw a pick six the first time, and then you throw another pick six, and then you throw a pick six after the same side. Bro, that's horrible. That's horrible. That truly is horrible. 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 That is horrible. 14 for 37. That is horrible. Truly, there is no words to explain that. Horrible. As Rich said, is that coaching? Yeah, I'm about to blame some of that on coaching. You're right. Because this team look unmotivated, unprepared, right? Bro, the only difference is that what we've seen with this team is Chase Young and a new quarterback. Then a new quarterback. That's the only difference. Your leading receiver, CeeDee Lamb, 5 for 52 for a TD. And then Dalton, 4 for 33. And then T.Y., 2 for 19. And I'm going to have enough. Of Dak Prescott throwing it to Noah Brown in meaningful situations. I'm going to have enough of that. Bro, nothing positive come from throwing it to Noah Brown in a positive situation. In a plus situation, in a situation where this team got to make play. Don't nothing positive come from that. Nothing. Every time we throw it to Noah Brown, especially this past month, what happens? Trouble. He drops it. Pick six to the house. Every time you drop, pick. Drop. Incomplete. Bro, Noah Brown is not a playmaker. Dak Prescott treating this man like he's your number two. You got Michael Gallup, T.Y., and CeeDee Lamb. There ain't no way. There ain't no way. No way that Noah Brown should be trusted. Bro, Noah Brown had 6 targets. Wow. Noah Brown has 6 targets on 1 catch. Michael Gallup had 6 targets on 1 catch. The only one that you could say was maybe decently efficient. Well, no, CeeDee Lamb had 5 catches on 7 targets. That was efficient. And TY on 4 targets, 2 catches. That's your third. That's your money down player. That's your third down player with TY. That's your money down player. Look at this man, Chauncey Ghosted. 11 total tackles. Tyler Coyle. Anthony Barr, huh? Hey, but one thing for sure, Leighton Vander Esch, welcome back. Because we need you, boy. Jonathan Hankins, welcome back. Because we need you. Right? Kellen Moore. Bro, it's like, how do you go from starting to get some continuity? How do you start going to get some continuity with your offense? You know, you starting to get on the same target with T.Y. Hilton and CeeDee Lamb been heating up. You already got a rapport with Dalton Schultz. How do you go from that to being 14 for 37 against Washington with bum corners? I don't get that one. Yeah, Dak played horrible. This was probably the most horrible that I've ever seen Dak in his entire career. Unless there's a game, y'all, other than I think this game was horrible than the Denver Broncos game where we got waxed, where we got waxed on and waxed off. I think this was more horrible than that. What was that with Dez Bryant? I think this game was more horrible than that. It's just the circumstances. Okay, because it looked like the Giants took the Eagles down to the wire. So what if the Giants would have won? And then you lay an egg like this? That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Yeah, Kellen Moore. That's Kellen Moore's play calling was atrocious. Right? See, one thing for sure, right? I like Mike. I hear you, Big Tex. I hear you. And the cool thing about it is, because that goes into my next point right here. I like Mike, but he going to do something this playoffs, right? I don't care if you won 12 games and back to back. I don't care about none of that. That doesn't matter, right? We got in back to back season. Yes, that's an accomplishment. But that ain't the accomplishment that we want. We trying to go deep. We trying to go for it all. So, is Mike McCarthy probably gonna have to go ahead and make some tough decisions, probably along this Tampa Bay playoff game? Yeah, I bet you he is, y'all. Don't be surprised, y'all, if he take on the play calling with Kellen Moore in the game. Because, bro, one thing's for sure that we cannot have is Kellen Moore messing this up for us. That's one thing that we can't. I told you I'm knocking on that door. That's one thing for sure that we cannot have is Kellen Moore messing this up because he can't call no plays. Who in the heck calls this man a guru? A guru of what? An offensive genius of what? Calling this man something like Norv Turner. Huh? Bro, of what? The man is horrible. Bro, if the whole theme of the office of the off season was being physical and running the football, and you come out Tampa throwing the ball the way that you did, and they gotta and it takes for them to get on your line and run the ball. How are you a genius when that's actually, just a common sense thing? But I guess common sense ain't common no more. But he a genius, he a guru. Come on, man. This man, they talking about he what the piccolo or play caller? Yeah, Michael. Hey, it's a possibility that Michael had to take over. It's a possibility. I would not give this. Hey, if Kellen Moore, let me tell y'all this. Hold up. Zach Martin just said something. Hold up, what'd he say? Cowboys O lineman keeps it real after loss to Commanders. We do this again, we'll be sitting at home next week. That's facts. Talk to him, Zach. Because we're going to get on this. Hey, because we're going to get on that left side of the offense. I'm going to tell y'all what. From what I seen from that left side of the offensive line, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. I didn't see good on the left side of the offensive line. I didn't. I'm gonna be real. I didn't see good. Normally, I'm telling y'all, hey, the offensive line today, that left side, I understand. Hey, we missed Tyler Biotis today, right? He shows how important that he was. I hope he can go ahead. Is he gonna play? I hope he can play. I hope he's gonna play. Right? I'll take him with a bum ankle with some continuity and just get everything back to normal. Right? I hope he plays. It's been what? You gotta play, man. Because hey, we missed him today. Bad. From the first drive, I'm like, ooh. I seen it from the first drive. I'm like, ooh, this don't look right. This don't look good. Hopefully, maybe as the game go on, it's gonna look better. I went, never looked better. Now, look, like I said, I understand that the Washington defensive line is cold. Bro, but they was missing one of the Bama boys. And you still couldn't, and you did worse this game than you did last game. And they was missing the Bama boy. Chase Young got a sleeve on his knee. And y'all couldn't run the rock better? Last week, who did they play again? I can't remember. Who? I think it was the Browns. The Browns, hey, even though the Browns was getting creases on the outside. They was getting creases. They was running little stretch plays, something that Kellen Moore don't do. I've seen they was running some counter plays. They was pulling guards, getting to the perimeter. That's what I seen with the Browns. Kellen Moore did none of that. Did none of that consistently. But he's a guru. It'd be crazy because these teams be giving Kellen Moore in the film room a blueprint on things that he can incorporate that's going to work against them. But it seems like when it's game day, he don't want to use it. That's madness. That's madness to have a blueprint, but don't use it. That is madness, y'all. That is madness. That's crazy. So it come down to this, right? Dak got to go back to game manager. He got to. When we played our best football, it was with Cooper Rush. That was when our best, I don't care when it was, September, October. It don't matter. That's when this team played their best football. So that's what we're going to have to go back to. We're going to have to go back to that. We're gonna have to go back to that. We're gonna have to go back to that. Hey, look, hey, if I need you to go ahead and extend the play, Dak, we got you game managing, right? But we know if we need to go to the read option to go ahead and keep the team on the toes, we know we can do that. We know that we can run boots. We know that we still got plays to our disposal that we couldn't do with Cooper Rush. But at the same token, they're gonna have to get back to that. Because as much as it's been looking good, it's been looking better as far as maybe getting more explosive plays. It's coming at a cost of turnovers that we do not need on this team. See, one thing's for sure. If they say that we're gonna be a defensive-led team that runs the rock, turnover hurts us. As you can see, the short turnaround, it was hurting us. Soon as we got the turnover, what happened? Points. You gave up a pick six. That's points. The defense can try to do all they can do, but it doesn't matter when you can't sustain a drive. What was the time of possession? What was the time of possession? Let me see. The time of possession was. Oh my God. Oh my God. Washington had 36 minutes and 12 seconds to Dallas 23 minutes and 48 seconds. Penalties, 6 penalties for 74 on Dallas end. Washington 2 for 10. 2 turnovers. Oh boy. Oh we. Yards per play, Dallas had 2.8. Washington had 4.9. 2 4.9 plays or 3 4.9 plays that get you the first down. And the cool thing about it is we both had 15 total drives. Washington had 309 total yards, and this team had 182 total yards. How does this team, who gets that rushing, have that against Washington? How do you not be able to throw the ball against Washington? Bro, your third down efficiency was 4 for 18. That is horrible. Your fourth down efficiency was 1 for 3. Washington defense did good on that. Their third down, they was 3 for 14. Washington ran for 7 first downs. And they threw for 6 first downs. Dallas only had 10 first downs. You should be able to at least get 3, 4 of them on one drive. Washington had 16 first downs. That's horrible. That's horrible. That is horrible. There ain't no. This is my point. Let me take a sip real quick. We played this game for a specific reason, right? Every game that you have an objective, right? You have a game plan that you want to accomplish. You have something within the game plan that you want to accomplish that it motivates you, that you want to accomplish. That if you accomplish these things, it's a win, right? Whether we won or lost this game, we wanted to get something established, right? Mike wanted to get some momentum going on. We wanted to see some good things. We wanted to see some answers to the questions that we may have, such as the cornerback. We wanted to go ahead and have sustain some drives, right? We wanted to go ahead and see how this left side of the line was going to see if they can gel together, just in case if Biotis wasn't ready to go. And you did none of that. You wasted an opportunity to establish something, to help build up on the foundation that after 16 games that you wanted to complete. Did you already have the base on your identity? Yes, this team is who they are, right? They want to run the ball and they want to get after the quarterback, right? That's just who we are, right? And our weakness is the run defense. That's just who we are. But you didn't want to go ahead and build on that foundation. And if Mike McCarthy truly believed in momentum, then what the heck happened today? If you truly believed in sustaining something for the playoffs, then why did this team even stay on the field this long? To be honest with you, if they if their psyche is messed off of this game, this game was horrible. I honestly think that Cooper Rush should have came in the whole second half. I knew what nothing going to change. Wasn't nothing going to change from this game. Wasn't nothing going to change. Wasn't nothing going to change. I don't know, y'all. Turpin, let me tell you something with Turpin real quick, right? As much as Turpin is explosive, let's hope that he doesn't hurt us in him having an itch to want to have a big return. Turpin has been wanted to be crib something multiple times this year. And it seems like when he get itchy, when he get excited, when he want to go ahead and do something, make a play, that's when he tends to make a mistake, right? Mistake as in, why are you not kneeling it in the end zone? Why are you not just getting us to the 25? Why is we to the 17 this drive, right? Why is you not going calling a fair catch? Why is you not focusing on the ball? When he gets into that mode, it's because he's itching to want to make a play. So I will hope that Bones will holler at Turpin to let this man know, yo, take what's there. If you don't see no return, call a fair catch. Do not hurt this team. And Turpin, you muffin the punt, that hurts the team. That hurts the team. That hurts the team. But like I said, that Washington front seven is the real deal. No debate about that, right? We been knew that though, right? But just like they're familiar with us, we're familiar with them. We know what we can do and what we can't do. So why is it looking like we playing them for the first time, like they done messed around and then had a whole month to prepare for us, and we just started preparing for them 2 days ago? We got to make that make sense. We got to make that make sense. I believe I heard Mike McCarthy on the Fan talking about how he likes the division games because, hey, he ain't got to really prepare for somebody new at the end of the season. Seemed like you were better prepared for Tennessee on a short week. Come on, man. It seemed like you were better prepared. Hopefully Osa, because Osa, the past couple weeks, have been going ahead and making spurt plays. Has been making some good plays, man. Some splash plays. Hopefully Osa can build up on that, right? We need him, right? We need him. We need Osa. We need Osa, right? But man, y'all, I'm gonna tell you one play that stood out to me. That just tells me that just Kellen Moore is just stupid. With that QB sneak, when was that? When did I roll? In the fourth, when we going up the middle. Now, why would we do that, knowing good and well that the strength of that D line is in the middle? With them big boys, why would we do that with a new offensive line? Didn't get no leverage, didn't even get the push it took for TP to go ahead and give him a push, and you still didn't get it. Why are we not attacking the edge? But Kellen Moore is that guy. Kellen Moore is that guy, but he running the QB sneak against a team who built for that with a new offensive line pretty much. Everybody on that left side, including the center, is new, but you sneak it. Gotta make that make sense, y'all. Gotta make that make sense. Hey, look, Peters, I don't know. Like I said, I hope Be Honest is able to tough it up. But if this is the left side, hey, look, Smith gonna have to step up. And I'm talking about Tyler. And Peters gonna have to not be a liability. Now, will you be seeing a D line like that in the playoffs? Probably not. Right? Tampa cool, but they can handle Tampa though. They can handle Tampa, right? Vita Vea is cool, but you can handle Vita Vea, right? Akeem Hicks is back. We can do it, right? I think Barrett is out, right? So this D line that we face is definitely better. The front seven, right, excluding the linebackers, is definitely better, right? It's kind of like, but if you want to look at it to a similar T, it's kind of like a little similar, like their makeup, right? Their makeup of that defense is more front seven safety base, and I'm talking about Tampa, right? And we know that the Washington, their front seven, they got some decent safeties back there as well, right? So it's a similar thing. So if you're telling me Tampa does the same thing to our run defense, are we gonna go 14 for 37? Are we gonna go 14 for 37? It's crazy. Man, I don't know, man. They're gonna have to do some soul searching. They're gonna have to do some soul searching. I'll tell you that right now. Because if this is any indication of how this team is going to look in the playoffs, it's going to be a long game. It's going to be a long game. So them leaders, them coaches, hey, you better tell them to have a short-term memory. You better tell them to have a short-term memory, because if they don't, it's going to be some fire over there in Dallas, Texas. It's going to be some fire in Texas. And we ain't talking about no arson. But anywho, man, I appreciate y'all for coming through. I'm about to here, man. Hey, we'll be back, man. I kind of don't even want to look at this film, man. But hey, we're gonna see what's going on. I definitely want to look at more of the left side of the offensive line, and we're gonna go from there, man. It's Bucks time, right? It's Bucks time, man. So we're gonna have to get Buck with it, man, and get it done, man. But anywho, y'all have a good rest of the Sunday, man. Hey, try not to be harping too much. I know there's some panic over here with the Cowboys. I understand. And there's some concern, and rightfully so, especially with this offense. But hey, Dan Quinn, get them troops together. Mike McCarthy, get them troops together. All that Super Bowl experience that we got, all this playoff experience that we got, getting over the hump is what we should do. No excuses. Will it be a close game? Probably. But will they better pull it out? They better. Because there's going to be some fire coming on next week. But anywho, y'all have a good one, man, and we up out of here.